All right, so here's a question that a lot of people should be asking. Um, so, right as the war involving Iran escalated, Lebanon started getting hit. So, what's actually going on, and why did another country suddenly become part of the battlefield? And here's what's clear. When the conflict intensified in Iran in 2026, it did not stay contained. And wars like this, they don't happen in isolation, they spread. And Lebanon became one of the places where that spillover turned into real violence with airstrikes, explosions, and entire neighborhoods shaken overnight. And when that happens, it's not governments who feel it first, it's the civilians, the families, the people who had no role in starting any of it. And one of the biggest factors is regional alignment. Groups and governments across the Middle East are connected politically, militarily, and strategically. So when a conflict hits one part of a network, it doesn't stay there. That's how Lebanon gets pulled in. Not because it chose to be a part of the center of a war, but because it's connected to it. And once that escalation starts, the escalation is fucking fast. So strikes lead to responses, and responses lead to more strikes, and very quickly, entire areas turn into active conflict zones. And according to international organizations, thousands of people have been killed or displaced in Lebanon during this escalation, pretty much overnight. Civilian areas have been hit, infrastructure has been damaged, and communities have been disrupted severely. And this is the part that often kind of gets lost. The people living there aren't strategy, they aren't leverage, and they aren't part of a bigger game. They're just the ones paying the price. At the same time, diplomatic efforts haven't always covered every front of the conflict. Even when talks happen elsewhere, violence in places like Lebanon can continue, and that creates a dangerous situation where war slows down in one place but intensifies in another. So when people ask why Lebanon, the answer isn't one single decision, but they're framing it as the nature of modern conflict. And it's interconnected, it's uncontained, and it's quick to spread beyond its starting point. And once it spreads, it's not just war between nations anymore. It becomes something wider and something harder to stop. And Lebanon is living that reality right now. We need to step up and say something about it. Thanks for listening. Like, share, and subscribe.